You okay?
I'm fine. You?
Good, good. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. So,
Good.
for anyone who's listening, this is our first ever time we're going to be, well, myself and Chloe are
Yes.
introducing ourselves to
Hello.
the world. Say hello, Chloe.
Yes. Hello, the world.
Hello, the world. Um, so yeah, this is something me and Chloe have been wanting to do for a very long time. We've been friends for a good few years now, I think. It's
Long thing.
yeah, not long, but still years.
Yes, she
So
is.
in terms of the life of a cat, probably about 8 years.
Yeah, probably. God.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, no, we've wanted to do this for a while, and we've both been watching Ed Gein. Not in person because he's dead, but
I mean, at
but
this point, thank God.
I know. Tell me about it, right? But yeah, the new Netflix show, Monster, and the Ed Gein story's been has been wildly spoken about, I think, over the past few weeks. And like anything, when I watch something, I don't like to give my initial reaction straight away. I like to just sit on it a little bit, and sometimes it takes me a bit of a while to watch something like that, especially with such a heavy subject. But I know you,
Yeah,
Chloe,
it
you
is
you
very
watched,
heavy.
yeah, you watched it quite quickly, didn't you?
Yeah, pretty much I think it was around 2 days. I think I watched it.
Oh wow, I didn't know it was that
It was,
quick.
yeah, it was a heavy couple of days. I won't lie.
hmm Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
we'll definitely talk about that, and I'd love to hear your thoughts, especially on that last episode, because that was when I remember you texting me about a week ago, wasn't it? And I hadn't finished it. I was
yeah.
only on episode 2 or 3, and you weren't happy about that last episode. And there's a lot of things people weren't happy about, but I mean, going into it, we're going to discuss what we liked, what we didn't like. So, without further ado, let's just dive right in. Chloe, I think is the best way to
Mm,
do it. I mean, you
definitely.
you tell me what did you like?
Um, it's really I find it really hard when people say, "What do you like?" because it's such a heavy thing to like, if
Yeah.
that makes sense. But I liked it. I thought the acting in it was brilliant. And I thought the way that the I suppose the way that the story was initially told, I think was really good. Obviously, like you said before, I wasn't too happy about the last episode.
hmm
But obviously we can go further into that one. But the I suppose the whole of it, I thought it was really good. There was just bits where I just thought, I don't know if that's completely true or if that's right. Is that a little bit too dramatized for what it was? But yeah, that's sort of my opinion on it. What's yours?
Yeah, I mean, like going back to well, just to say, the Ed Gein story. We're not going to go over what he actually did on this podcast.
No.
It's something we're gonna. This podcast, we're not spoon feeding people. It's you. If you've watched the show, you know what he did. If you don't know what he did, go read up on it. I am certainly not going to repeat everything that man did on this
No,
podcast. I think it's a
no.
bit too much for 6 o'clock on a Monday evening, should I say? But on
Yeah.
the acting, Chloe, I know you said he acted really well. I think the standout performance for me, there's actually two standout performances. I mean, Charlie Hunnam's getting a lot of flack for one, the voice. I mean, I sent you
Mm.
a cracking voice note the other night with the
It was
voice.
brilliant.
Um, and obviously you see TikTok, everyone's doing it on TikTok, and it is
Yeah.
funny, but at the same time, you do your research, and he was softly spoken. He apparently was a softly spoken guy,
Mm.
and there's a lot of
Yeah.
people out there saying Charlie was miscast as Ed. They could have got somebody better. He was too pretty, as it were. What are your thoughts on that? I
Yeah.
mean, I disagree. I thought he did a cracking job. I thought because
Yeah.
because everyone knows him from Sons of Anarchy, don't they?
Yeah, 100%. That's the place where you know him from. And I think, obviously, not to go into Sons of Anarchy, but he was a pretty guy in Sons of Anarchy. So I can see where people come from in that sense. But I think, I mean, looking at him, I wouldn't look at him and think he looked a pretty guy in Monster. I mean, not to say that Ed Gein was an attractive person because he wasn't, but he wasn't a monster, if that makes sense to look at. Um, so it wasn't this creature or this horrible learner guy. Obviously, he was, but he didn't really look it. But I don't think it was a wrong casting. I can't really think of anyone else that you would potentially have cast for it. I mean, I don't know if you think the same.
Yeah, I mean the I thought the voice was brilliant. I thought it was had a creepy undertone
Yeah,
to it. I thought the way he conducted himself. That I mean, when he started wearing, is it episode 3? You finally see him in one of the masks or the faces that he
yes, I think
puts
so.
on,
3 or 4. Yeah,
and it is off-putting in it. I mean, by
yeah,
God, it's probably one of the most off. I mean, I've both seen our fair share in the last few years, um,
yeah. So,
horror-wise and crime thrillers, and it's
mm,
it's it's knowing it's having that in the back of your mind, knowing, all right, yeah, there's still a bit of fiction there, but at the same time, this guy did this, and
yeah,
it just
yeah.
doesn't sit right with you, does it? Um, and,
No,
and as well, just going back to casting as well, I thought, apologies to the actress because her name escapes me, but the actress who played his mother was fantastic. She was
yes,
so
yeah, she
scary
was really good.
and so
Yeah, she
unhinged,
was.
wasn't she?
I thought
And
she was brilliant.
yeah, really good, and just that authoritative figure that was in his life, and she brought that, and that was
Yeah,
fantastic. Um,
yeah, 100%.
but yeah, I thought the acting was fantastic. I mean, going forward, I mean, what did you think the way the story was set out? Because it wasn't a linear told story. It was kind of here, there, and everywhere at some points.
Yes.
Not fast forward to the future as such, but a bit incoherent. Yeah, I can't even say the word. Incoherent
Incoherent.
at
Yeah.
places. How did you
Mm.
find that watching that, Chloe?
Um, I found it quite. I don't. It's hard because I think if you don't know the story itself, it is quite confusing. Like I know I've spoken to a few people regarding it that have tried to watch it and maybe gone, oh, I don't know. I just found it quite confusing, especially when they get into the creating of Psycho and everything like that. If people don't know the story in general, they won't know that that's Ed Gein is who they obviously um, based Psycho off in Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Sorry, I think that can get quite confusing, and I didn't I didn't dislike that. I thought it was good that they brought it in. Would I have thought they'd have maybe brought it in closer towards the end, to kind of be a bit more linear potentially? Um, I can see where people did get a little bit confused and a little bit um just not sure about it. But I do think that the way it was set out was good. And yeah, that's sort of I can see where people did get confused or maybe thought like, nah, this just isn't
Yeah,
for me. I don't really understand
yeah. I think it
understand
was
it.
it was that
But
second
yeah,
episode, wasn't it? It was episode 2 when they introduced where that camera pans away, and all of a sudden you're at the table with Robert Bloch, Alfred
yeah,
Hitchcock, and his
yeah,
wife, and you're like, hold on a minute, who's this? We're not.
yeah,
Where are we? What are we doing?
yeah.
And they
Yeah,
sort of
because you're suddenly in this like British home and there's
yes,
this
yeah,
fat British man there, and you're like, who's that?
yeah. Who's that? But it was a good piece of history there. I liked how they brought that in. I could have really done without the
Yeah,
the delving into Anthony Perkins and his sexuality and all that.
yeah,
I don't really feel that that didn't add anything for me. And
no,
I thought they
yeah, I
did it
agree.
better with Texas Chainsaw Massacre and even Silence of the Lambs, where they were more brief. You spent a bit more time with
Mhm.
Texas than you did Silence of the Lambs, but in the same way,
Yeah,
those were nice little nuggets of, oh, that's where, again,
That's where you get that from.
that's where,
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, Ed dancing around with the chainsaw and everything. I mean, that's just creative license, really, isn't it? I mean,
yeah,
there'll be no
yeah,
documented case that, yes, he did do that, but it
yeah,
was a good addition. And not fast enough falling through it, but it's one of those. It actually ties into my favorite part of the whole show, which was the ending, and that's not because I didn't like it. That's not because I wanted it to end. And this will hopefully bring in the discussion around that last episode, which I think is a major talking point of
yeah.
the series. Um,
Mhm.
I, we'll go into the good first, but I think the last two scenes of the series were absolutely phenomenal. So you had Ed, going through the hallway, and there's all the different
Yeah.
killers there celebrating him, and then he goes up and
Mhm.
sees his mother. And now the music that's played during that, now, as Chloe knows, not a lot of people who know us yet, hopefully, but I'm a huge
Mhm.
film buff. I've seen countless films hundreds of
Yeah,
times. There's a piece of
yeah.
music at the end of that scene,
Mhm.
and I've only ever heard it play in one of the film, and I thought it was interesting the choice, and that's the end of the Truman Show. The piece of music that's played when Ed is talking to his mother is the piece of music that
Yeah.
is when Truman is talking to, basically, I think it's Christoph, I think his name is, the director. I haven't seen the Truman Show in years.
Yes.
But I thought that was
Yes.
really,
No,
I mean,
I
it's a
didn't.
gorgeous piece of music, but I just
Mm.
thought that was quite telling. And then on top of that, I
Yeah.
loved the little where they're nicking his gravestone, and then you see all the different incarnations. You've got Leatherface, you've got Bill the Book. It's not Bill the
Yeah.
Bookster. I can't remember his name. It is Bill though. Buffalo Bill. That's it.
Yeah. And
Buffalo
Buffalo
Bill.
Bill. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
it.
and the guy from Psycho there. All there, and
Yeah.
then then he's dancing on the chainsaw, and then the camera pans back down, and it's Ed. I thought that was a really good ending,
Yeah.
and I think that's why the
Yeah.
last episode stands out for me. But I want to bring you on this. I want you to talk about last episode, because I know the second I saw them come in, even my wife, we haven't. So you'll get to know Chloe. Chloe loves her crime thrillers, absolutely loves them. One
Yeah.
of her favorite shows in the world, where I know, is Mindhunter. And you've got some things to say about that in this last episode, haven't you,
I
Chloe?
do. I do. Yes.
Go
Yeah, I
on,
do.
fire away.
Um, didn't like it.
Why is
No,
that?
so I think so I think my biggest gripe with it, I think if I'd have not seen Mindhunter, and anybody that obviously listens to this, if you have seen it, you will maybe know, you'll maybe feel the same way, or you'll maybe completely disagree with me. But I think because I think this is like my beef with it basically is that obviously the whole thing with Richard Speck, um, Ted Bundy, and all them types of killers, Ed Kemper, blah blah blah. Obviously, as you mentioned, Jason, you see them and he's walking down the hallway, they're all
Hmm.
congratulating him and everything like that. And then obviously the Mindhunter bit is where they obviously
The guy
interview
with,
somebody called Brutos,
yes,
um, and then they obviously go to Ed Gein, interview him. That bit annoys me because that didn't happen.
yeah.
Like Ed Gein didn't help find these people,
Hmm.
um, and I think it was more for people that maybe don't know the story, that they're going to maybe take that and believe that was real, um, when it wasn't. I'm not saying that these people didn't potentially look up to Ed Gein. Obviously, maybe Richard Speck did have a big thing about Ed Gein, and obviously people saw what he did and thought, "Oh, I'll do the same." But he wasn't part of it, if that makes sense. Um, so that's the bit that irritated me the most. When I say irritated, it didn't irritate me, but I just thought that is a bit of a lie. Um, and when you've seen it, I've seen interviews of Charlie Hunnam obviously saying that he wants to tell the story as truthfully as possible. For me, it got on the with Ryan Murphy. I love Ryan Murphy. I've watched a lot of his stuff that he's done, but a lot of his stuff that I always think with horror. goes back to a lot of American Horror Story. For me,
Mm,
it felt very American Horror Story, and I thought that's not what this is. It's different. You're telling a true story. Yes, some of it is dramatized, but it still needs to be somewhat around the truth, if that makes sense.
yeah. No, I think that's a fantastic point. I mean, there's it's giving artistic license is one thing, but
Mm.
to actually when you're telling a true story, it's that's your job as a filmmaker to present the truth as fact,
Yeah,
as written as it is. And I
yeah,
completely agree. I mean, even when we were watching it and it came because Ted's in the first scene, isn't he? We're
yes, yeah,
like, well, hold on a minute, why the hell is Ted? But if anything, is I mean, has Ryan shot himself in the foot there? Because surely Ted Bundy would have been one of the ones he's one of the monsters in his series.
yeah.
Ted Bundy's
Yeah,
famous. You know,
I mean, is it that thing that he's done it as an Easter egg that he's going to do that one day? It'll be because I think the next one that he's doing is Lizzie Borden, is
Lizzie
that correct?
Borden. Yeah, yeah,
So I'm like, did he do it to be able to do more? Obviously, like I say before with Richard Speck and things, is he gonna do it where he does one about Richard Speck? Um, because everybody's then obviously going to start Googling who was this man with boobs
yeah,
in prison
yeah,
that was obsessed with Ed Gein. So it is that thing of has he done it as a bit of an Easter egg, which I could probably say with Ryan Murphy, probably yes.
hmm
But yeah, that's sort of how I feel. But the rest of it I thought was brilliant. It was just that
yeah,
ending bit with the manhunt a bit that I just was a bit like, that's not real.
yeah, yeah. I think we're hitting the nail on the head with a lot of people's
Mm.
opinions. But when people are going, "Oh, it was the show was this, and that," I mean, my mum's tried to watch it. She's a big Charlie Hunnam fan.
Yeah,
You just can't get past the voice. I mean,
yeah.
nothing to do with wearing people's faces or dressing up in, you
No,
know,
yeah, just the voice, the
it's just
scariest
the
part.
voice. Yeah, yeah. I'm just like you're.
Yeah,
I don't know how to describe it. You're not allowing yourself to enjoy it and delve into.
yeah.
Try and look past the voice. Don't think about the voice. Think
Yeah.
about what the hell this guy's doing,
What? Yeah.
and his
Think about that is,
mannerisms. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Think about that is wearing somebody's face.
yeah, yeah. Basically, that's the most shocking bit of it. I mean, Christ's sake. Um, but yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, overall, I thought it was. I think it's the best out of the Monster series by far. I really do.
yeah, yeah,
And It'll be interesting to see what he does with Lizzie Borden because, as far as I'm aware,
yeah.
there's not much of a story there other than
No, I
she smashed some people's heads in
yeah,
with an axe a few times.
yeah, I did think that. So I would be quite interested to see if it does go a little bit more um dramatized
Mm-hmm.
than potentially the truth.
Yep.
Not obviously saying that it's not going to have truthful elements in it, but is it going to be, I mean, nobody knows the truth with anything. It's your truth, somebody
Yep.
else's truth, and the actual truth. But
Hmm.
yeah, I would be quite interested to know what he does do with that story.
Yeah, and I think it's our duty as well to tell any younger viewers listening, please don't go and search Lizzie Borden on Google because
No, yeah.
the actual photographs of the crime scenes are on there, and yeah, they're they're eye opening.
Not
I think is
nice.
the best way to
Yeah,
describing them.
yeah.
Yeah,
One way.
but like everybody, if it's like all kids, if you tell them not to do something, they're gonna go do it. So
Gotta
have
do it.
have some
So.
fantastic nightmares there, little Johnny. Um, but other than that, I mean, as far as I'm aware, yeah. As far as I can say, to be honest, is it was a great show. Perfect time for Halloween, and um, I think the next thing I'm looking forward to is It. Welcome to Derry. That just
Oh, I'm so
looks
excited.
fantastic. How good does that look? I mean, is there anything on your
It looks
horizons,
so
Chloe?
good. Not sort of other than it really is that I've not really got anything, lined up to watch. So yeah,
No.
definitely waiting for it and anything else that's really going to come out, to be honest.
Yep. No, me too.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, that wraps up our first ever episode. So thanks for joining us, Chloe. I'm sure we'll do this again.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm sure
Sure.
we'll do this again longer, and definitely on a different subject matter. We'll talk about. Should we talk about a Disney film next time or something? It'd be a bit more
Yeah,
lighter. We could say how
definitely.
shit Disney is at the moment.
Can't beat a classic.
No, we'll do a classic because God forbid they're
We'll
not
do a
making
classic.
classics at the moment, are they? God. Oh
They're
yeah,
not. We'll do a classic and we'll do a new one.
we will. Yeah, I cannot
Slate
wait to
it.
watch Toy Story in space. Oh no, wait, they made that. That
Oh,
was Lightyear. That was shit. Um,
yeah.
yeah, thanks for joining us, guys. Thank you for joining me, Chloe, and
Thank
we'll see you again
you.
soon. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.